Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I'm Father Duke 9000, and welcome to a particularly long overdue episode of Games That Time Forgot, a series where we tackle cancelled projects, betas, prototypes, altered or removed content, and beyond in our endless quest to catalog the ever-expanding mysteries of the bizarre yet endlessly intriguing world of video gaming development. Unfortunately, because there's so many projects that it may as well have its own bloody show, I've decided to close out this mini-series with one last video tackling two semi-related projects before taking a break from the House of Rare and getting to other things I've wanted to do for donkey's years. Apologies for the delay and the end of this retrospective, but I've been doing this long enough, so let's put it to a close, shall we? First up is the cancelled threequel to the Perfect Dark series entitled Perfect Dark Core. After the release of the nowadays rather disliked Xbox 360 launch title and prequel to the N64 original Perfect Dark Zero, plans were set in motion to develop a direct sequel later titled Core. Because the development team behind Zero, led by Chris Tilson, had been split up to work on various cancelled projects such as Fast of the Furriest and an unnamed MMO, Core was handed over to the Conquer team led by a mostly hands-off Chris Sever due to their experience porting Zero over to the 360 near the end of its development. And so, in the autumn of 2007, work began to take the world of Perfect Dark in a more realistic, grittier direction, with Joanna Dark now smoking and flirting like Tank Girl's long-lost cousin. And despite that shift in tone, it was planned to stay faithful to the series' roots by retaining the original's open-world multi-route level design that modern first-person shooters had abandoned in the chase for grander fireworks, with an extra bit of inspiration from Deus Ex according to an interview with Sever. As the game's development went on, it began to slowly change over time in its attempt to incorporate parkour elements like wall jumping and eventually hand-to-hand combat alongside the traditional FPS gameplay in a manner that greatly resembles Mirror's Edge in hindsight, and the protagonist, going from the character model, had changed to a nameless male hero instead of Joanna Dark. However, progress was slow as the development team was cut down to just 3 people who had only completed one level. The prototype for the game, which was now a new IP concerning man-piloted mecha instead of Perfect Dark, was not greenlit, and the project was subsequently canned. A sad fate similarly suffered by many other projects around the same time. Now, whether this was due to Microsoft's supposed meddling or Rare's typical procrastination and never getting anything done without some kind of influence, I can't say, but it's sad to see a potentially great idea going to waste. However, what's even worse is when a great idea guaranteed to do well is allowed to come to fruition, but then pulled out at the very last minute. This is the tale of our second and final game for this series, the planned remake for beloved movie tie-in GoldenEye for the Xbox 360. No, not GoldenEye Reloaded. Rare had actually gone out of their way to remake the N64 Classic for the Xbox 360 with full intentions of releasing it on Xbox Live Arcade and even the Wii Virtual Console if Nintendo was receptive enough to the idea. With a team of 8 employees, they worked vigorously over the course of just 1 year to redo the game from the ground up with enhanced visuals running at 60 frames per second, along with the available option to switch back to the original graphics if the player was so inclined, new control mechanics to suit modern FPS standards allegedly named after Bond girls, and includes several single-player levels like Dam, Depot, and Frigate to name a few as multiplayer maps, but overall still keeping the original experience as it once was, silly glitches and all still intact. Now, even though I really don't like GoldenEye on the N64, I understand that it's a cherished classic for many, and given what was planned for this remake, I would gladly support Rare for taking this upon themselves and doing a heck of a polished port. But what happened? Legal complications. It's as simple as that. Activision owned the Bond license, Microsoft owned Rare, and Nintendo still technically owned the original game, meaning everyone would have to agree with doing this in order for it to work, and of course, not everyone did. Allegedly, Nintendo of Japan backed out at the last minute, even despite Rare's offer of putting it up on the Nintendo Wii's Virtual Console, so the remake had to be canned despite being more or less complete. However, it managed to live on through a leak on the Penny Arcade forums, a well-written detailed report on the matter from both the UK Xbox World 360 magazine and the defunct fansite Mundo Rare, and quite possibly the engine itself being reused for 4J Studios' eventual port of the original Perfect Dark in 2010. And so our oft-delayed, oft-depressing look at what could have emerged from the vaults at Rareware and Games That Time Forgot finally comes to an end. It really is awful to see all those ideas and concepts going to waste despite the clear effort evident in them, but more so given what the company used to be like. Great as the likes of Nintendo or Sega in their heyday, Rare made great games almost every 5 minutes, but mainly I believe that was because Nintendo actually pushed them to not dilly-dally all the time. When Microsoft bought them, they were allegedly allowed to do whatever they want, and so they became so overconfident that they could do anything without any kind of guidance, and they just basically procrastinated until the end of time. They largely did nothing for the first few years of their time at Microsoft, and eventually just released a load of average titles and ended up exasperating fans time and again. It's annoying, it really is. However, if what Phil Spencer has been saying recently is true, there might just be a chance for the guys at Rare, or whoever's still behind, to redeem themselves. Who knows? Maybe 2015 won't turn out so bad after all, but until then, I'll leave you to tackle a few other long overdue games. What shall we look at next time? Expect an answer in roughly 6 months. Until then, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed these last 4 videos, and as usual, have a great day, y'all!